Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be looking at factory functions and constructor functions. Without further ado, let's get right into it. First is factory functions. Let's say I have an object. Let me quickly create one. It's gonna be drawing a picture, draw, pick, and then it's gonna equal to first things first, tool, which is gonna be a pencil. So I'm gonna write pencil right here. Put a comma, make sure you don't forget the comma. Second is gonna be the paper size. I'm gonna put size, and it's gonna be 10. Put a comma. Finally, we'll have a function to draw it. Drawing function. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a function, and inside we're just gonna for now console.log draw, whatever, just drawing. Now there's no errors, but let's say we want multiple drawing pictures. Let's say with one of them we want the size of the paper different, one of them we want the tool different, right? How can we do that? Basically, we don't want to go like this, copy it and just paste it a bunch of times, because let's say you want to change a major logic that you have to change on all of them. Let's say we don't want to now use this type of paper, we want to use another type of paper. Now you have to change it in all of them. And that's gonna kind of be confusing, because after a time it can get buggy because maybe you forgot one or something. It's gonna be all buggy and confusing. So for that, luckily JavaScript gave us something called factory functions. We're gonna put the same keyword functions, we're gonna give it a name, and the name will be in camel notation. Now if you don't know what camel notation is, it's basically the first word. Let's say I have multiple words, draw, pick, right? But now you can see these two words are getting mixed together. How can we fix that? Basically, through camel notation, when you write draw, the D will be small, but every next word after that will be a capital. Like let's say draw, pick. The P on pick will be big, so it can separate the word. The first one, the first letter will always be small, but every word after that will have a big letter in the beginning. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is, there we have a function. It's just like any other function except with the camel notation. Now, for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create an object inside of these inside of this function, and it's gonna be the exact same object. Let me just copy and paste it, and it's gonna be draw pick, the exact same thing. Now, in the factory function, what you can do is just kind of write return draw a pick. Now, if I put semicolon at the end, okay. Look at this. What will happen is you will return an object, multiple variables. This is something you can't do in most other languages. Now, let me just quickly show you. I'm gonna have another object. Let obj, which is equal to draw a pick, semicolon. Save. Okay, no errors. Now all we have to do is console.log obj. Here now, if I press control save, you'll see this. It's kind of confusing, but let me just read you the outlines. Tool, pencil, size 10. In the function drawing is gonna do console.log drawing. Now we can also do stuff like console.log object dot tool, right? If I save this, it will say now why do you think it gave undefined? Well, I'll explain it in a bit, but for now, let's look what will happen, right? Basically, you made obj equal to draw pick, right? Now what's happening is it first creates an object, and then it returns the object to obj. Now, it's basically kind of creating first an object, like basically it's creating like obj dot draw pick dot tool, and we don't want to do that. What we want to do is just obj dot tool, because it'll just make it kind of easier in programming. So in order to do that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete this return, and we're gonna delete this part. We're gonna keep the body, but we're just gonna delete the creating an object, and we're gonna directly return this. We're gonna directly return this body of variables inside of there, inside of obj. So now if I do right now over here, obj.tool, as you can see, it's pencil. Now, there's one thing you might be considering. Okay, what's the reason I'm creating a whole function if I'm not changing any of these variables? I want to, let's say for one of them, I want to make the size 11 or 12, right? Well, in order to do that, what we're gonna first do is we're gonna create in the parentheses, we're gonna create let's give it a name. I'm gonna just give it size. Oh, for now I'm gonna call it like size input. Now over here, when you create draw a pic, we're gonna give a size input. For now the size input is gonna be 11, let's say. Now if I come over here and put size in over here, so I'm gonna basically say this size variable is equal to size input. Now if I come over here and debug that lot, size, as you can see, it's 11, and if I change it over here, it's 12, and the more you go, yeah. Now there's an easier way to do this. If I just delete the in over here and give this the exact same size and size, I can still do this and it'll work, but JavaScript made it completely easier, and we don't want to do size is equal to size. We can just delete this and say size right there, and it's gonna automatically take it from the argument. It's gonna say, oh, you have size, but you didn't make it equal to something. Let me check my my parentheses to see if there's a variable with the same name. And it says, oh, there is, and the value is 12, put 12 inside of it. That's how it basically works. And now if we want to do multiple of these, we're gonna put a comma in the middle. Remember, a comma. Let's say tool, and we're gonna put a comma and call it whatever, marker. Now if I just delete this over here, no, I didn't even console the log tools tool, and if I save it, as you can see, it's marker. So every time you call the loop, you can make it into its own name. Now that is very useful, but that will be all for factory functions. Now let's get on to constructor functions.